Hello.
Hey, Andy.
How you doing?
Good. I have a couple questions.
Okay.
On that day, someone went missing. What's your gut telling
What do you mean? What's my gut telling me?
What do you think happened?
Well, I mean, I really don't know. I've thought about everything that happened, but I think it lies on them over there. I think they had something to do with it.
And why is that?
Because it's a rural area and it's never happened before. I got a question for you right now.
Sure.
What's your name, bud?
Chris?
Mcdonough?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought that was your voice. I'm pretty good with voices.
Well, there you go. So, what do you think would have happened?
What do you mean? What do you think would have happened?
Yeah,
That's
well,
that's kind of one of them what if questions, Chris.
No, I respect that. But there's a lot of what if here, don't you agree?
Oh yeah. If some butts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, wouldn't we?
That's right. We can all wait for Santa Claus at the right time.
Oh yeah.
But I think you mentioned a little bit ago, I was listening, that the folks up on the holler there up on the hill, they know. What do you mean by that?
I mean, in my opinion, out of all the years that people have lived down there, they have never been a child went missing. So to me, in places like that, growing up there my whole life, they have always been a code. You take care of your elders, you take care of the kids. You respect both. I don't think nobody in that area would have snatched up and hurt a little kid. I just don't know that they did it intentionally over there. You know, it might have been an accidental situation. They panicked and then they had to do something. But I don't know.
Sure. Oh, and you know what? I don't disagree with you. Anything is possible, right? I mean, people panic.
Oh yeah, people panic.
You know, one of the things that's kind of always shot with me, and you tell me what you're thinking, is this idea that K.N.S had, one night she was pretty well wasted. And she got up there and said that she wants to tell everybody what really happened. I mean, how do you interpret that?
To me, that sounds like she's wanting to tell the truth.
Okay. So do you think there's more to the story then?
I have no clue. There's probably, I mean, I know there's a lot more to the story because we don't know what happened to Summer. We don't know where Summer's at. So, I mean, there's a lot more to the story that nobody knows. I don't know. You don't know. The whole World Wide Web don't know.
Well, we both can agree that 5-year-olds just don't vanish, right?
Nope.
And would you think that she walked away?
In my opinion, if she walked away, they'd have done found her in the woods within a couple hours that day. Riley.
And you grew up there all your life, right?
Oh yeah.
So it wouldn't be far-fetched to think then if she was last seen in the house, that's probably where she should be found, in the house, right?
You would think that if she was last seen going into the house, that's where she would be, yeah.
Okay, and she's not in that house, you and I both know that. So that only leads to a couple of ideas. Who else was around her? Why would Hunter bring your name up into this? And I don't know if it was you. He just said Andy, right? How did you get involved in this through his reach?
The only involvement in this I had is what Jody Sue has shoved me into, and that they got a little bit of weed off of me. That's the only involvement I had in this.
Sure. What were the what line of questioning was TBI and the law asking? What were they asking?
I honestly don't remember, sir.
Okay, no problem. What do you feel Don knows about this?
I mean, he's the father. He might have no knowledge of it, or he might have all knowledge of it. I don't know. I really don't know. I've not talked to him since really right after all this happened. When I left, I've not spoke with nobody.
Mm-hmm. And you saw him buying a Bluetooth speaker or something? I just heard.
I seen one of them in a store somewhere, and they was on the phone or something, and they was talking. It was him talking to Candace about a Bluetooth speaker he was trying to find.
Did you go to the store with him, or did you just happen to be in the same store?
Happened to be in the same store.
That's kind of coincidental, right?
No, usually I seen him about every day or every other day at the Priceless in Kingsport buying food, beer, or cigarettes or something.
Sure. So would you consider yourselves friends or just acquaintances?
No, neighbors, acquaintances.
Just neighbors?
Yeah, I didn't go over. I didn't drink a beer. I didn't hang out. I didn't, ride town with him. Let's go have a beer at the bar. Let's go out to eat. No, there wasn't no fishing trips or nothing like that. I didn't hang out with nobody.
Okay, that's fair enough. How about Grandma? What do you know about her?
I really didn't talk to Grandis.
What do you know about her?
That she was an old lady that lived in the camper. That's pretty much it. That she was her mom.
Well, that's kind of vague.
I mean, that's the relationship I had. That's the relationship I had with them. I've learned more since I've been gone and moved away from them than I did when I lived next to them.
Sure. And what about Candace? What do you know about her?
I mean, not a whole lot. She just seemed like a drunk.
Is that your assessment of her, or just, I mean, when you saw her, was she always drunk?
Yeah, pretty much. Every time I seen any of them, they was drunk. Or getting drunk, working on it.
Just alcohol? Any drugs involved?
I mean, the only thing I ever seen was alcohol and weed.
Just pot. No cocaine?
Nope.
No?
No. I've heard of him going to Knoxville to smoke crack, but I never did. I never did see him smoking crack. Haven't meth, any of that.
Oh, was that the story where he went up and sold $2,000 worth of crack or something to that effect back in the day?
No, like he used to run off every few weekends or so and disappear and smoke crack, is what she'd say.
Mm-hmm. How was Don around women?
How was what?
How was Don around women?
I really was not around him enough around any women. You could hear them over there arguing and fussing. So other than that, I don't really know.
No, he talks about the holler up there being a big drug area. Lawson does too, the sheriff. Is that a big drug area?
A lot of rural areas are drug. I mean, it's not a big drug area, no. I mean, everywhere around in rural areas have drug activity usually, but I mean, the most of the people that live in that holler is older people. That don't do drugs.
Don make it sound like it's a big drug area. I mean, the day Summer went missing, I mean, shortly thereafter, he was on YouTube talking about all the drug use.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of an insult to the holler, doesn't it? Sound like that way?
I mean, it is an insult to the holler, but I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. And I mean, if people get offended by it, I mean, I smoke pot. I don't drink. Very seldom do I drink. So, I mean, I know of a couple dope heads in the holler, but that don't include me. So,
sure.
But let's move on to some more calls. You want to?
Yeah, no, I respect that. Hey, can we circle back and maybe you and I can talk offline?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, I appreciate that. I respect that. And thanks for taking my call. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, man. Talk later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.